Hello, everyone. Welcome to 360 Degrees Excellence, where we believe everyone can achieve all-round success. Today, I'm going to be having a conversation with Mr. Rotimi Okungbaye. We're going to be talking about versatility, an essential graduate skill. I'm interested in this topic because versatility and other soft skills, such as teamwork, digital skill, emotional intelligence, communication skills, and others must have skills for today's workers and workers to be. I recently read an article that you should plan for 5 careers in your lifetime. And because work is not permanent, the invention is rational. Also, some just looked at 7 million resumes in database of worker police in Canada, and estimated that workers in Canada are likely going to work 15 jobs in their lifetime. I'm sure in some countries that would be lower, but the fact is that people are working more jobs than workers of yesteryear. So what we're talking about is very, very important. And I'm glad to be speaking with Mr. Rotimi, who also happens to be my cousin, about the importance of versatility. So without wasting time, let's get started. So the first question I'm going to be asking is from him. I would like him to tell us about himself, who is Mr. Rotimi, what he does, the school he went to, and others that he may want to share with us. Over to you, Rotimi.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Rotimi Okungbaye, and I currently work as a product marketing manager at Flutterwave. Flutterwave is a payment solutions company in Nigeria. Our mission is to simplify payments for endless possibilities. Africans pay and get paid. And I have a degree in biochemistry. I studied biochemistry at Covenant University here in Nigeria. I finished in 2015. I worked at Andela for about 3 years and 2 months, thereabout, before joining Flutterwave. I do not have a lot of work experience, like 10 years. No, I still have about 4 years thereabouts. I'm also a professional photographer. I love taking photographs. I particularly enjoy documenting events. And as a matter of fact, in my last job at Andela, I was really in charge of documenting visually all of our activities, particularly Andela, Nigeria, photography, and in some way, videography. And I also did some social work at Andela. So I cut across like multiple sectors. So in some way, I'm a bit versatile, but it's across multiple sectors. Other things about myself that I think maybe you need to know: I love music. I love listening to music. I love football. I love interacting with people, meeting new people. I want to help people be better persons. I want to be able to assist people in any way that I can, or connect them to people that can. And overall, I'm a Christian. I believe strongly in Jesus Christ. And I let me see if there's any other thing in my top of my mind. I think that's really it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
thank
family
you so
person.
much.
Yeah, family person.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, for your response. Very, very, very detailed. From what you said, you studied about chemistry from Covenant University. You are also a professional photographer. You've worked in Andela before. I think they're into tech, that kind of a thing.
Yeah,
And also, you currently working as a product marketing manager.
manager.
That's
Yeah.
that's a lot. You been able to perform a lot of roles and maybe still performing different roles. I want to ask you, how did you develop that skill? Because I can see you, you're an example of a versatile, employee. How did you develop that? And how important is that skill, versatility?
Okay, thank you very much. So, in my own opinion, let me state this exclusively that this is my own opinion. It's not really, it might not be what other people see or agree on, but this is what I think. I think versatility is very, very important for everyone. So in being able to use your skills that you've gained over the years, either through volunteering or through working, the skills that you've gained, being able to use those skills when needed. All right, this is my own. This is how I see versatility. Versatility can be, oh, okay, I studied this in school, so I knew this from school. I left school and I started doing this particular thing, but it is not directly related to what I did in school. But now I'm a master, or in some way, I know this thing very well. All right, so along the line, something else caught your fancy and you got interested in it and you learned it. So now you are now a bit versatile in three different things, different careers or skill sets. So that in some way is versatility. So later in future, if peradventure you are needed to do anything within these three fields, good to you've done them in the past. They are like in your CV, things that you can do. That's how I see versatility, being able to use all the skills that you've gained over the years, doing different things. Maybe it could be, so for example, let me use this as an example. So I studied biochemistry in school. I wanted to study medicine, but I didn't get medicine, so I studied biochemistry. Now after biochemistry, I was planning to study medicine, but I changed my mind. I don't think I want to spend another 6 to 7 years studying medicine. So I started learning photography. So biochemistry, I have a degree in biochemistry. I was learning photography, and alongside learning photography, I was getting more active on social media. So I was beginning to understand social media landscape. So when I get an opportunity at Andela to intern as a media intern, doing photography, videography, and social media, I was able to fit in. Although I had, and to be very honest, I had a lot to learn, but I was able to fit in to learn and become better. So in some way, my versatility played a key role for me there. When I got in there, I learned, I got better in my space. Then along the line, my team was merged with the marketing team. So it was not just communications, it was now marketing and communications. So I started learning more about marketing from my colleagues, from our meetings, our conversations, articles shared, basically learning more about marketing. So putting together my knowledge in marketing and in media and in photography, I was able to move into this current role of product marketing. So product marketing is pretty broad, but in some way it involves you knowing all of these things, knowing what marketing is, knowing how to communicate to your product, knowing what the brand is. So this plays like an important role. Another way to look at it could be, for example, someone who maybe grew up in the church. So church, you were in the choir in church, you could play the instruments in church, you could sing in church, you could play the piano, you could play the guitar. And along the line, you go to school. When you get to school, you join fellowship and you continue doing these things in school. Then when you leave school, maybe because you did not want to really work what you studied in school, you decided to go into music. So in some way, all those they play an important role in what you're about to do in future. So you want to go into music, you already know how music works, the instruments that you need. Of course, there's a lot to learn. I mean, you cannot stop learning, but you already have an idea of, okay, this is how this thing, you know the structure of everything. So that's in some way how versatility matters. So it is important that anyone who wants to succeed in life should be a bit versatile. Now, I'm not saying you should be a jack of all trades, like you know everything, but at least have an idea of some things. And when it's time to learn them. If you think they'll be valuable to you in the future, learn them. Although in some way you might not really know what you want to do like in future, but just whenever you find yourself, really, whenever you find yourself, you get to learn and do whatever you're asked to do it well. So that maybe later in the future, if you have to do something that relates to it, it's not strange to you. You can connect it and you can succeed at it. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You have also told us life lessons, business lessons about the importance of marketing, about the importance of being versatile, being able to learn from other people. You say you were able to learn from your colleagues,
Yes,
in
my
marketing. And
colleagues.
I think it's very, 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 very important. And, you did study science. You studied biochemistry. I did some biochemistry courses in those days when I was doing my first degree. And it's interesting that you are not working, in the science space again. And that's why students must know that if you're in university, for the fact that you studying science, so the fact that you're studying medical science or biochemistry, biological science, you don't have to work, you know, as a biochemist in future. People must know that university education is for you to understand the world view, having a world view about life. I always tell people that it's not a course that makes a man, it's a man that makes a course. And that's what I can see in you. You can always, especially if you also have faith in God, you can plan your life in the direction you want you to go. And as it's interesting that you are not working as a biochemist again, and I see you going ahead. Maybe you might also want to do your MBA in future, become a
Exactly.
marketing director, and from there you can move to other companies. You can even work in a place like Nestle in future as a marketing director because you are having this knowledge about marketing. And I like
Exactly.
what that person said, that reinvention is rational. We must always continue to reinvent ourselves, and that's what you have been able to do. That is very, very fantastic. I'd like to ask you this question. What advice do you have for young Africans? Especially, I know a lot of them don't have jobs. And what advice do you have for them? And I see what you were able to do. You were able to find your passion.
I think that it is
Yeah.
important that wherever you find yourself, with every opportunity that you get, make the most of it. Make the most of it. If you are in school, be great at school. If you're volunteering, be great at volunteering. If you're working, be fantastic. Like do great work, be valuable. Always seek to add value to people. Always seek to add value. It doesn't even matter. Always seek to add value to people. Always seek to help people. Um, Overall, try to just study to know what is happening around you, what is happening in the world. Try to make be useful to people around the world. Okay. Also, just put everything together in my head. I think as Africans, don't ever let your limit you. Never let it limit you. Never let it limit you. Don't say because I'm in Nigeria, I'm here, I can't really get access to opportunities. The ones you can get access to, make the most of them. And with the way the world is going now, everything is really digital, so things are beginning to open up to people. They should never let their physical location limit them. So always look out for opportunities outside the country, whether outside or even within the country, wherever. Find these the opportunities that you desire for yourself. So, for example, these days people can work remotely. I mean, even coronavirus has kind of opened things up a bit more. So you can actually work from home. You can work you can do school from here. People are getting their degrees from here, from their location, from their physical location here in Africa, and then they're getting their degrees. So never let your physical location limit you. And above all, always seek to be excellent. Excellence is important. I mean, this is of course in collaboration with all the other soft skills that you need, emotional intelligence, communication, etiquette. Just be excellent, because excellence will always make you stand out. Yes, that's that. Sorry for
Thank you
my
so.
up and
No, no problem.
around.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Okay. Let me just ask you this: what's your closing remark?
Uh, well, closing remark. I think that, like we already established, that versatility is very, very important. Okay, it's very, very important. But above all, don't let your pursuit of versatility make you um, inefficient in what actually matters and like what you're doing. Don't say because, oh, I'm already learning this thing, and this is the other thing that I want to learn. Because you're in a hurry to learn something else doesn't mean you shouldn't master what you're currently learning. Like you should be good at it already before you start thinking of going to the next one. So while trying to be versatile, make sure you are excellent at whatever you're doing per time. So that, because your work will always speak for you. It will always speak for you anywhere you go to. And I mean, you'll be surprised. People are actually watching you. Okay. People are watching you. People are looking out for you. People want to see what you're going to do. So never be in a hurry to like succeed. Or let me never be in a hurry to succeed. Make sure you do things right and you do it well. Never let impatience get the better of you. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to do this interview with me. I'm so glad that you were able to do it. To our viewers, you've heard it all. You know, Rotimi has shared with us from his experience, and I've also learned a lot from him. And versatility is very, very important. Like you said, you must also not try and be master uh, of everything. Uh, you must try and say you want to do everything and not mastering, things that are very, very important. But the fact is that when you're versatile, you can stand out. You can be extraordinary. What is important is for you to just do what will make you to stand out. Because these days, you have a lot of graduates. You have a lot of uh, graduates, you know, for the few jobs that are available. But when you stand out, you can easily be appointed. Even if you don't get a job, when you're versatile, you can even start something and you can even end up becoming an employer of people. You can start your own business. And so today, I think you guys have learned one or two things. I just want to wish you a wonderful day ahead. See you next time. God bless you. Bye.